welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Cricut video for you and I'm going to be showing you how to make 4 really easy gift ideas. Perfect for finding things around the home and turning them into new lovely little gifts to give your friends and family. So I will show you what I am going to be making in the video, and I'm also going to be using my delightful little Cricut Joy. But the best thing about this video is you can use any of your Cricut machines, whether that's the Maker or the Explore Air 2. I just love my little Cricut Joy at the moment, so I'm going to be using this. Before I show you the makes, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, and maybe even turn on the notifications bell so you can see my future upload. And yeah, I'm going to show you the makes. So we've got my Mr. and Mrs. Watts little pillow. This is really cute. I used a tote bag and upcycled it by cutting off the handles and the base to make this cute pillow, and I used teddy bear stuffing. Really effective and would be gorgeous for a wedding gift or an anniversary gift or something like that. Next item is another upcycled item, and it is a really cute little latte coffee jar. I thought this vintage jar was really sweet, and you could put a straw in it and have like an iced coffee or something like that, or you could even store your coffee beans in there. And I got a design off Design Space for this one, but you could pretty much do anything you wanted. I absolutely loved this gold foil vinyl. I will show you more detail what materials for each one as it comes to it in the video. Next item is perfect for Father's Day. It's coming up in a month or so, and I thought this would be the perfect gift for my dad. And it is a set of coasters made with the Infusible ink transfer sheets. I absolutely love Infusible ink. I've got a video on how to get started with it if you've never used it before in the Cricut family. The designs are really simple, they're really cute. I chose 4 designs based on things that my dad loves. So I've got this little slogan one, which is like kind of Father's Day-y. And then I got a little record player, a moped, he loves retro bikes, and then a football. Last but not least is another Infusible ink gift idea, and it is this tote bag which says eat, sleep, craft, repeat. Perfect for friends and family members who absolutely love crafting. Obviously I would love to receive something like this myself. I used 4 different types of Infusible ink sheets to kind of give it a variety, and that is it. So there's 4 really super easy gift ideas to make using your Cricut, and I'm going to be getting straight on into it because we've got a lot of content to get through, and I hope you enjoy it. If you want to save this video down, if you don't have all the materials, then why not just give it a save, put it in a playlist, and you can come back to it later, because there's 4 ideas here perfect for all kind of year round really. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. For this project we're going to be using my Joy, a tote bag, this selection of Infusible ink. I've got this lovely little pink one here, a combination of the 2. This is like a floral and a raspberry pink. It's called the Cabbage Rose. And then we got Natalie Milan, beautiful kind of watercolour effect, pink and blue. But I forgot to mention as well that we're going to be using the Cricut Design Space app on my phone. Again, if you're unsure about any of this, then make sure to check out my Getting Started with the Cricut Joy, Explore Air 2 or Maker videos, and they will help you on your way to getting it all set up. You also need a pair of scissors and a selection of Cricut tools. Mainly I use the weeding tool, but I've just got these to the side just in case I need them. And a Cricut standard cutting mat. So before we start with our design, I'm just going to measure across the bag to make sure that I know exactly what measurements to work with when it comes to putting the design together. 18.5 inches, and I do it from this fold, by 11. For this design, it's going to be really simple. It's just going to be some text. I'll do this one called Hand Drawn. So for this bag we're going to do the slogan eat, sleep, craft, repeat. So let's pop this in here. We know it's 18 inches this way, but we need to make sure we don't go too wide. So if I make this, okay, I'm only going to make it 2 inches high so that I know it's going to go like that. And then for craft I want to choose a different font, something a little bit more swirly. So now I've got craft in a little box like that, I want to cut out the letters craft of the box, so that this is going to be the Infusible ink roses, and I thought it would make a nice feature of the material that we're working with. So I've just selected both of them. So you click both layers, actions, and then you want to press slice. And what that does is you're left with the box like that, so we can just delete these two layers that we don't need now. So there's our design. The only thing left to do really is to wield the letters and make sure they're all one layer. So eat, actions, wield, and that just makes it one cuttable layer. What I find easiest to do is to edit the colours of each one, just so you know that they're all individual layers. This isn't a reflection of the colours of the material, but you can make it like that if it makes it easier to recognise what ones they're going to be. I'm going to group them together. Great. So there's our design, and now we can start prepping and cutting. Yeah, so it's about 10 inches in height. We want to change what one we're doing first because I've prepped this one, so we want to cut this one. And yeah, we've got a 4x12 mat, which is what it's asking us to have on the screen. So you want to make sure you press mirror, but how it works differently to vinyl is it's not the pattern side down like the vinyl shiny side down. You need the pattern side up on your mat. You still need to click mirror, and then once that's done, we can say, let's move that just into the center like that. We can say continue. Okay, so we've selected Infusible ink transfer sheet as our material. It's loaded it, it's checked that there's enough, which there is, and now we can press go. Once it's done, you can click unload, and that has done a lovely cut. I'm going to cut the others and then I will show you what the next step is. Now that's done, we can start to prep our letters. So to take it off the mat, turn it around and then peel the mat away from the Infusible ink sheet, because that way it doesn't bend it or fold it or add any like creasing that you don't need on there. Then just pop your sheet back on, make sure that you keep your mat as dust free as possible before working on another project. So cut around your vinyl. You can use any of the excess scraps for different projects. You can use like hole punchers, or you could even use the snap to mat feature on your app, which is really cool. Once you've done that, with the Infusible ink, unlike the other vinyls, it's so easy to get off. You barely need the weeding tool for this. You just peel a little corner like that, just make sure it's transparent, and then it just comes off, and it feels kind of the same texture as cardboard. Then the same again for this one. Just cut that off. Where this one differs slightly is we're actually getting rid of the letters on the inside rather than the outside casing, because we want to be left with the square design. So to set up your bag, you want to make sure there's no dust or anything on there for the Infusible ink to attach itself to. So get a lint roller or a bit of tape. Make sure you pick off any excess dust. You want to mark the center point of your bag to make sure that your letters are central. First, we want to preheat the tote bag. It gets out any potential moisture in it. And while we wait for the easy press to heat up, we're gonna place on our letters. if you can, put a bit of paper inside where the design's going to go so that there's no transfer through to the other side. Like that. Once they're all on, you can place on your heat transfer paper like that, and then press your C, give it a bit of a weighted press for 40 seconds. They're going to be super hot, so I just like to use a little thing like this. Yay! How cool does that look, guys? That's awesome. So I'm just going to let it cool and then I'll show you properly in more detail. For our next make, we're going to be decorating these coasters. They're ceramic coasters designed for the Infusible ink transfer sheets, or the pens, and I'm going to be doing a set of 4 Father's Day related coasters as a little gift idea. Now, on Design Space, I found an existing design that has Best Dad Ever, which I thought was really cool as a basis. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this circle shape and then add in some other designs of my own. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with that. So we're going to duplicate that 4 times, move them to one side. And then with these 2, I'm just going to press slice so that we can get rid of the text layers. Right, moving on, I'm going to go on to image. And I'm going to try and find some things that I think my dad would like. So I'm just going to add some text to this one so that it looks cute. Okay, so we have our designs and now it's just a case of cutting them out. It's a similar process to how I cut out the letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut them in exactly the same way. You just layer up the mats in the exact same way, and then I'll be back with how to put them on your coasters. So for the coasters, it actually says to place the coaster with the design upside down. But before we do that, I'm going to show you how to place this onto the coaster so that it stays firmly in place. And I'm going to be doing that with some heat-proof tape. This is a Cricut branded one that you can get especially to do this. So we want to weed off any excess that we don't need. So we're just taping these edges. Don't get the tape over the design because that patch of the design won't transfer. So you want to do the very edge like that and then just wrap it round to the back. Put your sheet of paper down like that, and then you want to put these face down. I don't mind doing all 4 at once, but some people prefer to do them one at a time. Then you need to place another bit of paper on top, and the easy press is set to 200 centigrade at 240 seconds. It takes a long time, and with this you literally just place it on and leave it to do its work. Don't touch it. Place it on like that. Press the button and just leave it alone. Okay, and when they're done, just very slowly lift this up. You want to leave it completely alone for about 30 minutes because the ceramic has got extremely hot. Even if I touched, you know, the edge or anything like that, I will burn my fingers. So just make sure to leave it to cool. I am very impatient usually, so I know how frustrating this is, but just leave it alone. You want to make sure you don't burn yourself, and then I will come back when they've cooled in about 30 minutes time.
approximately 10 hours later.
They're cool enough for me to touch them now, so I can just take off the tape. And peel it off. It looks awesome. And there we have it, you guys. How cute are these? They've turned out so professional looking and lovely. And I just think my dad is going to absolutely love these for Father's Day, especially as I've personalised them to make them all his favourite things. You can mix it up, you can change the colours. Again, I'll leave the design in the link down below for my Cricut design space. But have fun with it. You could choose anything, any shapes from the images, any of the designs. And yeah, look how simple and effective they look. So I've just cut the handles off the top of this tote bag and then the bottom. This is measuring about 10 inches. And then we're going to be using the Smart Iron-On in black and the Strong Bond in mint green. That is what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to show you the design that I've put together for this. Just putting my design together, and I'm just going to copy that one. Got a little leaf like this, and we're going to flip it. Let's see if I can do that. Edit. Flip, there we go. And there we go, it just says Mr. and Mrs. Watts. Really simple. This is going to be the black iron-on vinyl and this is going to be the green. And now we can cut it. So we want to cut our black one first. Make sure to select mirror iron-on. And then just place these where they need to be. I'm just putting them in the centre to make sure that that's fine. Now with this, you need to make sure you put it shiny side face down. That's ready to cut, and then we just press go. And you'll be surprised how quick it can cut at this massive length. So now we can unload. And that took about 2-3 minutes to cut this full length, so it's super quick and easy. Okay, so just place this shiny side or green side down on your mat. So say continue. I've now set it so it's on a little mat. Having a slight sticky issue, use some washi tape. Okay, so now they're done, we can weed off the excess vinyl. So we've weeded off the excess vinyl and now it's time to iron it onto the pillowcase. Now my top tip for this is to iron it on before you sew it together, and that way you can make sure it's super central and then you've got no bulk of the seams and stuff like that getting in the way of your ironing. So we're going to use the easy press again. Make sure you check your heat temperature settings. Cricut have an amazing tool for this. You can put in what you're ironing, what material, and what vinyl it is as well, so you can make sure it's the correct settings. So we're going to pre-press our fabric like we did with the tote bag. Then just carefully place on where you want your letters. I'm just kind of eyeballing this one. Measure from there, 3.5, there, 3.5. So I've got that pretty accurate, which is good. First, this might require 2 because of the width of it, but let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to need to do this twice, but that's fine. Move that one out of the way for now. Okay. Once we're on, we can press the C button, and this is only 30 seconds for this one. So now we can peel these away. It's one of my favourite bits about Cricut. It's peeling off iron-on. It's so satisfying. So now I'm just going to do 2 rows of stitches on my sewing machine, but I'm going to leave just about 2 inches little gap open at the bottom so I can put in teddy bear stuffing, and then once I've done that I will come back and show you the finished result. And there we go, you guys. It's a little bit wobbly, but I like to think it looks rustic. And that is going to go on my bed, which I think is really cute. I think what a nice gift idea that would be if someone's just got married or it's an anniversary or something. You could gift them a lovely little pillow. But yeah, really effective, and I hope you liked it. Last but not least, I'm going to be doing a cute little jar gift idea. Obviously I'm upcycling a jar that I had in the home, but you could get a brand new one if it's a gift for someone. I just thought this is a really cute idea to show you. I'm going to be using this really cool permanent glossy vinyl. It's a textured metallic, and I just thought this looked really nice and expensive. So I'm going to be doing a pre-set design that was already a project on the Cricut design space. I'm going to show you what it is and what it's called so you can go find it yourself. But obviously you can make any designs that you want to for this. I came across these really sweet coffee coaster designs, and there's one that has cafe latte written on it, and I thought that was really sweet because I want to use this jar for like iced coffees and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do, and it'll be a nice cute little circle that will stick on the front there. Customize. And then we just want to choose our favourite ones, which was cafe latte. So all the others can be deleted. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than that coaster size. And then I'm also going to find some little coffee bean shapes if I can. This one's cute. So insert that. I want them smaller. And we're just going to duplicate that about 6 times. So I'm just gonna wield those together so that they cut in the same layer. So I've made them all the same colour so that the mat recognises that it's just going to be one material. So we're going to press make it, and it's going to be on a mat like this. I'm just going to adjust it and tell it that it's a 12 mat so it knows. Move those like so. Great, and now I'll set up the mat ready to cut. So we have that on the mat like this, and then we're just going to press continue. So it is a premium vinyl textured metallic, I believe. So I'm going to click that. And then press go. Okay, so what we need to do is cut a bit of transfer tape to the right size. And just place your transfer tape smoothly over your vinyl, and then use a scraping tool to scrape up all of that vinyl. This might take a little while to do. Take your time with this, it does take a while. So there we go, that took a little while, but we got there in the end. So we want to try and measure up. I'm going to turn it around this way so I can see what I'm doing. We want to try and measure up this in a central point and then carefully stick it on, rolling each side a little bit at a time, taking my time to make sure it's flat. Curved surfaces can sometimes take a little bit longer. And then just use your scrapey tool to make sure all those pieces are on there. There we go. Lovely. Oh, that looks so cute. And there we have it. There is our gorgeous little cafe latte jar. So effective, and I love how professional looking and expensive that gold effect looks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video and the 4 Cricut makes that I put together. And yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, then make sure to subscribe, hit the little thumbs up, and feel free to comment below what you're going to be making. I'd love to hear more. and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, bye!